Good morning, students. Yesterday we have started discussing about the measurement of length and for small measurements, measurement of small tiny objects. We have got direct methods, and for measurement of large distances, we cannot use the direct method by using scale or meter scale or any other instrument like vernier calipers, screw gauge, and so on. So, for measuring the distances of planet, distance of satellite like moon, the distance of stars, distance of sun, we cannot use direct method, we cannot use meter scale. So, we use indirect method. So, one of the important indirect methods is parallax method. What is parallax? First, let us understand the meaning of parallax. You just take a pen, or you can take a pencil, hold it straight in front of your eyes, exactly at the center of your eyes. Then first close your right eye and look at the pencil without changing the position. Next, close your left eye and then look at the pencil or pen with the help of right eye. So if you observe, first with the right eye the position is different, next with the left eye the position is different. So if you observe it alternatively by closing right eye and opening left eye, and by closing the right eye and opening left eye, you will come to know the position of this pen appears to be shifting. It appears to be shifting. Actually, it is not shifting. What is shifting? The change of position of the observation is shifting. Okay, I think you got the point. So, the effect of change of position of an object by change of positions of the observations is called as parallax. Means, when you close left eye and observe it, the position of the pencil is at one position, let us say x1. When you close right eye and observe the pen with left eye, it appears to be shifting to another position x2. So this difference in position of x2 minus x1 is called as parallax. The object is not actually shifting, we are shifting our points of observation, first with right eye, then with left eye. So this effect of change of position of the object, due to change of positions of the observations is called as parallax. I have written here. Effect of change of position of an object when observed through two different positions is called as parallax. So using this parallax, we are going to find out the distance of the planet, the distance of sun, the distance of moon, the distance of star. How is it? Let us see. So first we will draw the diagram to show what is the meaning of parallactic angle. Suppose this is the position of a faraway planet or faraway object. Let us say this is a faraway object, and first we are observing through one observation point, let us say A, and this is going to be the line of observation. Now if the same object is observed, through another point of observation, let us say B, then BS becomes the line of observation. This angle between BS and AS, this angle is called as parallactic angle or parallax angle. Theta is called as parallax angle. between the two observatories, the distance between the 2 points of observations, this is called as base. The base is denoted by B. The base is denoted by B. Then AS or BS, AS or BS both are equal, and this is the actual distance of that object. From A it is D, from B also it is D, means you have gone straight from A to B. So using this angle theta, if we measure this angle theta, that is what we call it as parallactic angle, then we can measure the distance of this faraway object. So we know by definition angle separated by an arc yesterday we have defined. We consider this AB as an arc. Almost we consider this distance between the observation points. See, for example, if we are observing with left eye and right eye and left eye, the distance between the left eye and the right eye becomes the basis. It is called basis. B-A-S-I-S, basis, denoted by B. This distance between the points of observation is called basis. And the distance to be measured becomes the radius of this imaginary arc. We consider this one arc of a particular circle. Arc of a circle. So angle separated by this arc AB. There is no harm in assuming this distance, or hardly 3 to 4 centimeter or 5 centimeter distance, as equal to an arc. Then the angle separated by an arc is given by theta equal to, see here, d by d, basis divided by distance. Therefore, if we know the distance between the 2 points of observation, and if we measure this angle theta is to be always expressed in radians, then distance d can be calculated as b by theta, where theta is in radians. Theta should be taken in radian. You know, distances are measured in meters, basis is also measured in meter. Therefore, the angle theta should be also measured in radian. If it is measured in a degree, it should be converted into radian. So this method is called as parallax method. Similarly, using parallax method, one can also measure the angular diameter. One can measure the diameter of a planet, diameter of a satellite like moon. Diameter of a moon can be measured. Diameter of the sun can be measured. That we will see while solving the problems. Suppose this is the moon and this is the diameter of the moon. Diameter of the moon. If it is observed from the surface of Earth, suppose this is the surface of Earth, then first we have to measure this particular line. In the sense, first with respect to particular point A, let us take this point A and this point as B. So we have to measure this angle made by AB at this point with the help of telescope. With the help of telescope, by noting down the initial position of A and then shifting it to position B. If we measure this angle, suppose we call this angle as alpha. So angle alpha now gives us the angular diameter. So if we measure this angular diameter, then this distance d can be measured. So distance of the moon, for example, if this is taken as moon and this is observatory. Here the procedure is little different. Here we are shifting the positions of the observatories, and here we are using only single observation point, single point of observation. From the single point of observation, we are observing A first, and then slowly shifting it to B, diametrically opposite point B. We measure this angle. This angle alpha is now called as angular diameter. Angular diameter means the angle separated by the diameter of the moon at this point of observation. So that is called as angular diameter. So you can write angle separated by the diameter. Angle separated by the diameter is called as angular diameter. So again, by using the same definition of angle separated by an arc, we consider AB to be an arc. Angle separated by AB, if we define, then it becomes alpha equal to AB by the radius. The radius is going to be the distance d. Our task is to find out the diameter. If we know the distance d, we can find out the diameter of the moon. So, if AB is the diameter which we measure, then AB is equal to d into alpha. Or if you know the diameter of moon already, then one can measure the distance of moon by the help of this angular diameter alpha. So with the help of alpha, we can measure the distance d. With the help of alpha, we can measure the diameter of the moon. So this gives us diameter of the moon in this case. I have taken the example of moon. Or if you want to find out the distance, then distance is equal to AB by alpha. So this is the second method. So both are involved with almost a similar procedure. Now we'll solve the problem based on this. Two problems we'll solve. Then you will understand the meaning of what is the parallax method, and what is its significance. Okay. Okay, before we go for solution of the numerical problems, let us first learn conversion of degree into radians. Because, for example, in this case, suppose the angle is measured in degrees. Usually we measure the angle in degrees. 1 degree, 2 degree, 10 degree. If it is a fraction of a degree, then how to convert degree angle into radian? That we should know. Yesterday we have understood 1 radian is equal to 57.27 degrees. Conversion of radian into degrees. Now we will see conversion of degree into radian. If we understand that, then solution of numerical problems based on that will become easier. Let us see. Conversion of angle in degrees into radians. Let us first understand. We know that the angle separated by a complete angle, separated by the complete circumference at the center is 360 degree. 360 degree is the complete angle, which is equal to 2 pi radians. This is what we have concluded yesterday. So 180 degree is equal to pi radians. So 360 degree corresponds to 2 pi radian. 180 degree corresponds to pi radian. 90 degree corresponds to pi by 2 radian. 45 degree corresponds to pi by 4 radians. degree corresponds to pi by 3 radians. Pi by 3 radians. So if you just remember 180 corresponds to pi, therefore 60. Just divide by 3. So we'll get 180 by 3, 60, pi by 3. So 60 degree corresponds to pi by 3 radians. Similarly, 30 degree corresponds to pi by 6 radians. How about 1 degree? If the angle is less than 1 degree, then we have to go for the sub units of degree. Remember, 60 minutes equal to 1 degree. 60 second equal to 1 minute. 60 second of angle is equal to 1 minute. 60 minute of angle is equal to 1 degree of angle. Okay. Now let us first find out what is 1 degree of angle in terms of radians. Therefore, 1 degree corresponds to how much? 180 degree corresponds to pi radians. 180 degree corresponds to pi radians. Therefore, 1 degree. This is how you have to convert. So 22 by 7 into 180. If you work it out, this comes out to be 11 by 7 into 2 11s are 290s are. So 11 by 630. Therefore, 630 radians. So short form of radian is RAD. So therefore, 1 degree of angle, 1 degree of angle is equal to 11 by 630 radian. So if you calculate that 11 by 630 radian, it comes out to be 1.745 into 10 to the power of minus 2 radians. 1.745 into 10 to the power of minus 2 radians. So you must remember this. 1 degree corresponds to 1.745 into 10 to the power of minus 2 radians. This will be helpful while solving the numerical problems. Yesterday we have calculated 1 radian. 1 radian equal to how many degrees? Yesterday we got it. 1 radian is equal to 57.27 degrees. 57.27 degrees. Therefore, 1 degree is equal to inverse of this. 1.745 into 10 to the power of minus 2 radians. If the angle is a fraction of a degree, then remember 60 minutes. This is the symbol for minute. 60 minute of angle. 60 minute of angle is equal to 1 degree. Therefore, what is 1 minute of angle in terms of radians? 60 minute of angle equal to 1 degree, and 1 degree corresponds to 1.745 into 10 to the power of minus 2 radians. Therefore, 1 minute of angle. 1 minute of angle is equal to 1.745 into 10 raised to minus 2 divided by 60. So if you calculate this, this comes out to be 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 4 radians. 2.91 into 10 to the power of minus 4 radians. So you must remember this. 1 minute is equal to 2.91 into 10 to the power of minus 4 radians. 1 degree corresponds to 1.745 into 10 raised to minus 2 radians. Now the angle, if it is still smaller than 1 minute angle, the stars will be so far away. The angle separated by the star at 2 different positions, if it is shorter than 1 minute angle, then remember 60 second angle, 60 seconds of angle is equal to 1 minute. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. 60 seconds will be denoted by 2 lines like this. One line, 1 minute, double line, seconds. 60 seconds is equal to 1 minute. So 1 minute angle we got 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 4 radians. Therefore, what is 1 second angle? 1 second angle, we can call it as second angle. 1 second angle is equal to 2.91 divided by 60 into 10 raised to minus 4 radians. So if you take the division of this, you will get 4.847. 4.847 into 10 to the power of minus 6. 10 to the power of minus 6 radians. 10 to the power of minus 6 radians. So you can just remember this 1 second angle is equal to 4.847 into 10 to the power of minus 6 radians. So these are the conversions. So you must remember 1, 2 and these 3. These three equations will be helpful while solving the problems by the method of parallax. While we are going to measure the distance and diameter of a particular planet or diameter of a moon or sun, there we need to remember these conversions, because usually we measure the angles in degrees. Degrees must be converted into radians. If it is in a minute, it should be converted into radian. If it is in second, then it is 4.847 into 10 raised to minus 6 radian. Then that will be helpful for solving the problem. Let us solve one or two problems. Okay, let us solve a problem now. Finding the distance of moon from the earth. The moon is observed from two diametrically opposite points A and B. Moon is observed from diametrically opposite points A and B on the earth. The angle theta subtended at the moon, by two directions of observations. One is, you can take it as AM, another one is BM. The angle subtended by two directions of observations at the moon is 1.54, that is 1 degree 54 minute. 1 degree 54 minute. Given the diameter of the earth to be 1.276 into 10 raised to 7 meter. You may be remembering the diameter of the earth. Diameter of the earth is 12,800 kilometer. Roughly we remember diameter of earth as 12,800 kilometer. Radius of earth is 6,400 kilometer. So 6,400 kilometer into 2. So it becomes 12,800 kilometer. But the given value in this example is 1.276 into 10 raised to 7 meter. You are asked to find the distance of moon from the earth. Calculate the distance of moon from the earth. So this is our earth and this is the moon. So I have drawn the lines of observation AM and BM from two diametrically opposite observatories. A and B are lying diametrically opposite. Okay. So AB becomes the basis. AB becomes the basis. That is nothing but diameter of the earth. Diameter of earth itself becomes the basis. And parallactic angle is given. Angle of parallax is 1 degree 54 minute. So convert this into minutes. So we know that 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. So 60 minute plus 54 minute. So it becomes 114 minutes. 114 minute of angle. So you are asked to calculate what is distance of moon from the earth. So again we make use of this angle subtended by arc. Theta is equal to basis divided by distance d. Basis divided by the radius. That is distance. Therefore we are asked to find out d. D is equal to basis b divided by theta. So B divided by theta, but theta is in minute. It should be converted into radians. So how do you convert this into radians? So we have just now converted 1 degree equal to how many radians, and 1 minute of angle is equal to how many radians. So using that knowledge, just 114 minute into 1 minute is equal to 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 4 radians. So many radians. So first you have to convert it into radians, then you have to substitute. So basis is nothing but the diameter. So it becomes 1.276 into 10 raised to 7 whole divided by 114 into 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 4. So if you simplify this, this gives us the distance of moon. The distance of moon is 3.84 into 10 raised to 8 meter. 3.84 into 10 raised to 8 meter. You can verify this. Using calculator you can verify whether the result is correct or incorrect. So this gives us the distance of moon from the surface of the earth. So in kilometers you can write it as 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 kilometers, because 10 raised to 3 meters is equal to 1 kilometer. Therefore 3.84 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer. It means 3,84,000 kilometers. This is how we can remember. So distance of moon is equal to 3,84,000 kilometers. So scientifically, using scientific notation, we should write 3.84 into 10 raised to 8 meter. Okay. So this is how one has to solve the problem. Now I will give you one problem for yourself. You should try it yourself. The angular diameter of sun is given. I am writing the data here. If angular diameter of sun alpha, it is given 1920 seconds of angle. 1920 seconds of angle. And the distance of sun from the earth is given. Distance of sun from earth. You know, it is 15 crore kilometers. Roughly we remember 15 crore kilometers. But the correct value is 1.496. D equal to 1.496 into 10 raised to 11 meter. 1.496 into 10 raised to 11 meter. You are asked to find out the diameter of sun. Calculate the diameter of sun. I think you can try this. Try yourself. This is the second one. As I said here, if the angular diameter is given, angle separated by the diameter of the sun at the single observatory, this alpha is given, and this distance of sun from the earth, this is earth's surface, distance of sun from the earth's surface, this distance is given 1.496 into 10 raised to 11 meter. You are asked to find out the diameter of the sun. Calculate the diameter of the sun. I think you can try it, and we will discuss few more examples tomorrow. Okay, and then we will discuss about estimation of very small sizes of the order of molecular sizes tomorrow. Thank you. Have a nice day. Good day.